But we're going to talk about a big news development which was announced about an hour and a half back or so. I'm talking about Nazara Technologies. Stock is up 2% or so. Now, what's happened is that an existing investor, actually a bunch of existing investors have come together and are buying about 25% of the company, triggering an open offer with the intention of acquiring another 26% in the company. So the set of investors wants to go up to 51%. Remember, the existing investors of Nazara hold about 9% in the company. We have, the existing promoters, Nitish Mitterson, Joint Managing Director and CEO of the company, joining in now to take some questions and explain this entire thing to us. Thanks very much, Nitish, for joining us. You've done so many acquisitions, and we've spoken about many of the, at least some of the bigger ones. It looks like you yourself are getting acquired here. Just explain to us what's happening step by step with numbers. I mean, what do these existing investors own? What are they going up to? And how does things change? Will you still be running the company? Go on.
Hi, Prashant. Sure. I think it's very exciting news for us today and a big milestone in our journey. Arpit Khandelwal and the Plutus family have been investors with us for over 4 or 5 years, and we've had, very good relationships with them. And of course, a well-known tech entrepreneur, Mithun Sacheti, founder of Carrot Lane, invested in us in the last preferential round. And also, I think just the fact that we've been able to get such marquee investors to cross over the line, join hands with us in this vision that we have of making Nazara, a global gaming company to reckon with out of India, I think is something we've done for 25 years. And this is another milestone that will get us there. We are very excited about this opportunity, as well as what 2025 has in store for us.
So explain the transaction for our viewers, Nitish, with numbers. What is everybody at? Who's going to what percentage? Sure. Just step by step. Go on.
Sure. So today our board approved a preferential issue of 495 crores at a price of rupees 990 per share that will be issued to Axana Estates LLP, which is jointly held by Mithun Sacheti and Arpit Khandelwal. This preferential placement collectively increases their stake to 25%. Because they will add 5.4% more through this preferential issue. And therefore, it triggers a mandatory open offer, which they have already intimated a while back.
Nitish, hi, afternoon. What happens to your stake? Your stake was at 9% as per the last BSE shareholding. What would it come down to? And are you open to bringing it down even lower? Would you participate, for instance, in the open offer? Would you stay as a promoter of the company?
Yes. So we are very much, in control of the company. We are going to remain the promoters of the company and hold the positions of MD, CEO, etc. I think for us as original promoters of the company, we really more than stake in the company. I think we have soul in the company. We have, full commitment to the vision that this company was started 25 years ago of making it a global gaming company to reckon with. And this is the right thing to do, to bring on, really strong hands who come together with us to achieve that dream that we have. We will continue running the company. In terms of the stake, there'll be a 5.4% dilution due to the new preferential issue. So maybe our 9% will come down to 8.6 or so. Besides that, the promoters are not selling any equity at this point of time.
Nitish, hi. So just trying to understand whether there'll be any reclassification of promoters. You're saying you will remain a promoter at just sub 9%. The new entity, Axana, they will remain institutional investors, or because they're at 25%, then there's an open offer and we need to see how much they go up to. So what will be their classification and what will be their role, more importantly, in the company as the largest shareholders?
So in terms of classification, the PACs, which are the people acting in concert, Arpit Khandelwal, Mithun Sacheti, Axana Estates, Plutus Wealth, and also Chuna Mita, Finsol, all would classify as co-promoters or deemed co-promoters. And in terms of operational execution, like I said, existing promoters and existing management will continue to run the company as we do today.
No, but now you're saying they will be classified as deemed co-promoters. So then we now need to understand, their thought process as well. I remember a conversation that we had right at the end of December when you'd done a small acquisition. At that time, you told us that the cash level in the company was, I think, 300 to 400 crores. And now there's this preferential issue that's happening. So what is the cash in the company, and what is the immediate strategic vision in terms of the areas of focus? Because at that time, I remember you told us that there's a lot of emphasis on offline gaming. There was emphasis on growing the real money gaming vertical as well, along with, of course, the sports vertical and the other businesses that you have.
Yes, I think the big picture here is that, Nazara has, built a very diversified, profitable, now global gaming platform. And the whole idea is to supercharge this and accelerate our growth. We obviously have seen good success in past M&A. In the recent cash deployments, we've also increased stakes in most of our companies to 100% and have control of many of our subsidiaries. We today announced a small asset acquisition of 2 games, which we are quite excited about. And in 2025, we will definitely focus on boosting significantly our organic growth, but also we have a very strong pipeline of M&A, especially in the core gaming business, which we hope to expand.
Nitish, just a quick point. There is complete alignment here, or the people, because Axana will own 51% of the company, right? If the open offer is fully taken up.
There's, I would say, 101% alignment. Like I said, the whole dream is to make this India's biggest gaming company globally. And I think all of us are fully aligned to make that happen.
And, but if you have a co-promoter coming on, I'm sure that they add and they bring a lot of experience and, their own sets of skills, etc. But they will also have their own views about what direction to take. So I'm just sort of asking you again, is that...
No, I think there's good alignment on vision. And, they are backing 25 years of experience and credibility that we have built. And I do not anticipate any such issues going forward. I think collective thinking will be able to kind of enhance the vision and the strategy going forward. And we will very aggressively execute it.
Okay. How many board seats for you, the current promoters, and how many board seats for the new co-promoters? And secondly, the open offer is at a price lower than the current market price. What is plan B if the open offer is not successful?
So in terms of board seats, the existing board is constituted of 2 promoter seats and 4 independent directors, 1 non-executive director, so 2 out of 7. And also 1 seat that is held by a Plutus nominee. It's going to remain as it is right now, without any further change, at least in the short term.
Nitish, give us some numbers. I mean, as this gets underway, I'm sure there'll be more discussions going forward as the transaction is complete and the open offer is complete. But some numbers. Again, I'm going back to the last stated conversation where you said, at least for this year, FY25, I think you're expecting about 10% top line growth. But now as this business, I mean, I understand the larger vision of being one of the biggest gaming companies of the world. But say FY26, 25, 26, going to 27, right now, what visibility do you have? What sort of top line growth, CAGR, what can we expect in terms of cash levels, both organic, inorganic? I mean, all put together, if your investors stay with you for the next 2 years, what is the kind of EPS accretion, top line growth, margins? What should they, expect?
Yeah, I think FY27, our target of 300 crores EBITDA is very much on track. And we feel extremely confident about achieving that. So I think all our focus is on that. In terms of how we will achieve that, I think a combination of organic as well as inorganic growth. Many of our organic businesses are also in recent months and quarters picking up steam. And I think you will see acceleration of growth in the coming quarters. I'm very confident of that.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Nitish. Appreciate you joining us. And thank you for joining us exclusively this afternoon on CNBC-TV18 with all of that detail. Stock was buzzing last.